Senior White House and political correspondent Ed O'Keefe joins us now for more on the upcoming election. Ed, it's not a presidential election this year.
Nope.
But they're both out, the current president and the former one, both active, as well as President Obama. President Trump saying a bunch of things here in the past couple of days. How is all this impacting the race right now?
Well, look, they're all out essentially trying to help members of their party, maybe just give them a little lift here at the end. And you can see sort of in where they're going, where the help was needed. He started, former President Trump did, in Iowa because Senator Grassley was sort of caught in a closer than anticipated race. They think they fixed that. He's going to be in Pennsylvania, along with Presidents Biden and Obama today. And then he'll go to Florida to hold a rally with Marco Rubio, but not Ron DeSantis, who might run against him in 2024, bit of a snub there. And then ends it in Ohio, a race for the Senate that they're, keeping an eye on and could be closer than they like. President Biden, look where he's been. New Mexico, California, Illinois. Why? Because, again, Democratic, and then New York. He's going just north of here. Yeah. It doesn't happen, but the reason is because there are Democrats in these tight races, and a presidential visit can give them a little bit of a lift.
And one of the messages, I think it's been the biggest message for Democrats, not just President Biden. I even heard Kerry Washington talking about this. So actors getting in on this is that democracy is at stake.
Yeah.
Not just talking about other issues, but democracy is at stake. Is that message getting through and having an impact?
Well, we'll know on Tuesday, but Democrats seem to think that if you remind people of what happened in 2021, right there before the inauguration in Washington, and the fact that there are so many Republicans out there who continue to talk about the big lie, that could potentially motivate people. You just kind of remind them, hey, remember what happened?
Forget about the economy.
Forget about the economy for a second.
Go here.
This is an issue that you should be thinking about because a lot of Republicans are campaigning on it.
A lot of eyes on Georgia. What are the other big races out there?
Georgia, of course, in its Senate race. We have big Senate races in Nevada, Arizona, Pennsylvania, of course, which is why all the presidents are there this weekend. Balance of the House as well. These are the 10 that we'll be watching on Tuesday night. Republicans on the right, of course, want to turn some of those blue ones red. Democrats hope they can at least take Pennsylvania and turn it blue. If they get Ohio, too, that would be a really big night for them.
Yeah, how tight is that race in Georgia?
It's still tick-tock tight, and it's the one that could be, and that's part of why we, the rule there is you got to get 50 plus 1. Neither of them are polling above 50%. If they don't get it on this election night, they'll have a runoff in early December.
Is it going to be a long night?
Oh, it's always a long
night. I know it is.
A long night and a painful
they can be
Wednesday
longer
morning.
than others.
And
yes.
one of the numbers we just saw flash up there, and if we can put it up again, election deniers.
About 300 of them or so across the country. These are 308. And the way CBS News tracks this is people who either say, that the 2020 election was stolen, or they voted against certifying electoral college results in Congress, or they've signed on to lawsuits challenging the results in some states. And look at that, 20 of 36 Senate candidates, 20 of their 36 gubernatorial candidates, more than 200 of the House candidates. It shows you it's widespread, and it's a popular, if misguided, belief among many Republican
More
voters.
than half of Republican candidates.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Ed, get some sleep right now. You're not getting any next week.
Exactly.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
And happy birthday.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, very nice.